I think a lot of people don't understand the difference between management and leadership, right? So I think you have a lot of people in positions of management at dealerships that come in and they manage the day, they make it to 5 o'clock, but they don't truly lead their teams, right? It's very easy to manage a day, but to lead, you have to get up, you have to, lead by example, show your team what you want. I think a lot of dealerships and a lot of managers just have people that come in and punch the clock. To be a leader, there is no clock, right? You put in the work until the work is done. You lead your team. So, I mean, we've always tried to really focus on that.
I believe that too. I probably say it a lot just because of how close Charity and I are. But there's a difference between management and leadership, and I don't think people really understand that. I have this, or managers light a fire underneath people, and leaders light a fire from inside of people, and find out their why and help them achieve whatever it is they're looking for. Those are the ones that last. Those are the ones that create that they want to show up for you.
I
You
agree with
agree?
that
Okay,
100%.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I've noticed about leaders over the years is that's very, you see a lot of good leaders in automotive in general, but they're spread out across the country, in various places. But as they come and go, it's tough to see good leadership come and go throughout, any one place at one time. You know what I mean? Is it can you learn it, or do you have to be taught, or is it innate? You know what I'm trying to say?
I mean,
Yeah,
I think some people are natural leaders, but I do think that it can be taught. I think, again, you have to set that expectation of what a leader is to your managers, because a lot of people don't understand that, right? And they come in and, they work 7 to 5 or whatever their shift is, and they manage the day, and they probably do it adequately. But are they truly leading? Are they inspiring? And that's the difference maker. So I do think you can train people to be leaders, but I also do believe that there are natural leaders that just have that charisma that
I totally agree. I didn't really know what that was until I met it, at least so far, what I sense about somebody like you, but I don't know, 16 years, 15 years in the business and worked my way all the way up. And I thought I was a great manager, but I really didn't understand the distinction between the two until I met a mentor, life coach, whatever it was. And I realized if I wanted to go to the next level, which I was ready at the time, he was willing to work with me. And he looked at me and he said, Russell, are you willing to do the things that other people are not willing to do so you can have and become the things that most people will never have and never become? And that was a pretty open statement, but I didn't realize what was coming next. And my whole world changed. And I really started to understand what leadership was. And it is a lot of different things, but there is, most people don't really understand. There's the 95 percenters and the 5 percenters out of there. And it sounds like basically, and not only is this first time really interacting with you and we're on a podcast, but I also saw you at SodaCon and I watched and listened how you carried yourself and the things you said. And you could tell that you are definitely a leadership. Yeah.
I do think, to your point, I think all leaders do have a mentor somewhere in their career,
I would
right?
agree.
That
Yeah.
did that for them. Because look, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back in any way. I just had really good mentors over the years that taught me the
Yeah.
right
But
way.
you listened to them.
Well, I did.
Yeah.
Begrudgingly at first, right? But you have to check your ego and admit that it's not necessarily that you do things wrong. It's just that there's a better way to do things. And I think when you can acknowledge that and accept it, you can really start to, elevate yourself as a leader. And again, I had really good mentors early in my career that taught me to do things the right way. And to your point, I did listen to them, but without them, I don't know, if I would be the same leader that I am now.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you had them, and I'm certainly glad I had them. And sometimes I kind of look, and I'm not, I work with people in different ways, but if the branches are bare, au contraire, I don't tend to go there because there's nothing there that, I mean, all they want to do is talk about blame and not accept. And that says a lot about the maturity of somebody when they accept responsibility for the choices they made, and where they're at in life right now is only one person's fault. And that's the person in the mirror you're looking at, right?
You're 100% correct. And ironically enough, I just had, a meeting with my service manager this morning and told him that, listen, it's easy to make things not work. Right. I want you to come to me with solutions. Right. Anybody can make anything not work. That's the easy part. The hard part is sitting down and figuring out a solution and then putting that plan in place.
Did he understand?
He did. Yeah, he's a great guy, and he's been under me for 7 years, so he understands what I expect. But when we're talking about a problem, I don't want to hear more problems, right? We want to talk about the solution of how to fix it. And, it's very easy to make excuses. So.
Yes.